Hey guys, Nature Girl 30 here, and these are the 3 things that I want to see come out of Girl Meets World Season 3. Season 1 brought us the introduction to the characters, how they are, how they mesh together, their chemistry. Season 2 brought on the drama when it came to the whole love triangle thing and introduced a lot of growth to some of the characters, mostly with Maya. But Season 3, there are many things that I would love to happen, but I do have concerns about a few things. But my third thing that I really do want to happen in this season is I really want some growth out of the guys. Zay has actually had a lot more growth that progressed on with season 2, but the only problem is we really haven't seen a lot of episodes with him in there. So, but he's actually had more growth. And I know a lot of people probably argue, oh, what about Farkle? He's had some growth too. He has, but he's still kind of trapped in a bubble. I want to see some open growth to the point where he actually does get maybe a revelation to where, you know what? Maybe I should just let things allow things to be how they are and just see how it goes from there. But the number one guy that I really do want some growth from is Lucas. Lucas has just been the hot guy that's just been sitting there allowing the girls to fawn over him, but he has learned absolutely nothing for the last 2 seasons. Sure, he started, having crushes on Riley because of the things that she started doing with him, and then he always had a crush on Maya when they were in New York. The thing is that Lucas has learned nothing about these girls. He may have learned a few little tidbits about Riley, but he knows nothing about Maya, and he doesn't know enough about Riley to understand her. It's to the point where he needs to get some growth too. He needs to start listening instead of being a macho hot guy. I would like to see some growth more out of Lucas than the other guys because we know we're going to see something out of them. But we need to see more out of Lucas. It's ridiculous, especially with the stupid love triangle thing. And moving on to number 2. I want Zay in more episodes and possibly some more characters introduced. Now, I know that's a big long sentence there, but the thing is that we were introduced to 2 characters, Zay and Smackle. We barely saw Smackle. The only time we saw her was Girl Meets New Year's, and that was brief. And they had this relationship. Her and Farkle had this relationship for a while that we did not see and we're supposed to accept. I want to see more episodes with Smackle. I want to see what direction it will go from there. Whether or not Farkle starts liking Riley, whether it be another triangle between Smackle and Riley, whether she feels like she has to compete. And yeah, maybe I'm setting up a love triangle, but I know that's not going to work. The thing is, I would love to see more of Smackle. I would love to see more development from her, especially the fact that she has Asperger's, and see how she's able to cope in a world having Asperger's, or cope in high school having Asperger's with Farkle, because I think that she got transferred to his school, and I kind of want to see how she's coping with that, and actually have some episodes with her in it, especially her maybe interacting with Maya, or possibly both Riley and Maya, and just see how she actually interacts with her environment and how she feels about that. And then here comes Zay. Zay needs to be the voice of reason when it comes to these guys. Of course, Lucas is extremely confused, but he knows more about Lucas than the girls does, as well as Farkle. And he's starting to get to know the entire gang and how they work and what would work and what wouldn't work. He can be the voice of reason throughout the whole episode. He already has his resolve with his ex-girlfriend in Texas. So if they decide to bring him back on the show, I want him to be the voice of reason, because he kind of is the voice of reason in this situation. So I would love to see more of him. And my number one thing that I really do want to see happen, and I pray it happens, is a resolve within 1 episode. I know that is a huge task for the writers to do, because this is a love triangle between 3 of the main characters. And in my humble opinion, I think they're going to stretch this crap out throughout the entire season. There's going to be a point to where Maya and Lucas are going to break up. They're not going to date each other anymore. Maya's going to keep her distance from Riley. She's going to keep her distance from Lucas. And then it's going to end up being like Riley trying to convince Maya to come back and talk to him, and she doesn't want to see Lucas. And it's going to be one big conflict after another, because that Maya's going to experience heartbreak while Riley is going to experience more confusion. That's how I'm pretty much seeing it. I'm actually seeing that this is going to stretch out for the entire season, and I don't want it to. I don't want it to be like a regular old pathetic drama, or like it definitely isn't like Degrassi. But And I've only seen a few episodes, so I don't really know that much about Degrassi. But I will say this: I don't want it to be stuck on one thing. Boy Meets World has always been about growth within not only the secondary characters but also the main characters. And it was really great to watch. It was really great to see these people grow up and expand. And that's what's not happening here. We have so many characters that have not grown, and when they have grown, it's been little growth. The one that's made the most growth is Maya. But I want to see everybody grow, not just her. And honestly, I feel like that they're going to drag this crap out throughout the whole season. I want it resolved in one episode. I want one of the girls to make a decision. Look, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be stuck in this whole realm of confusion. I want to live my life. If you want to go and be with her, fine. But I just want to go live my life and do whatever I want to do. I may not be around for a while, but hey, give me some space. I want that to happen. And I want to see some growth with the girls and them come together when it's time. That's just what I want to see. And honestly, I'm hoping that will happen. And something is telling me that they're going to hook up Riley with Lucas. That's the safest way to go because Disney's been going the safe route for the last few weeks. So I really am seeing that. But honestly, that is really what I want happen. I really do want this to be resolved in one episode and then that's it. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts. What are the top 3 things that you want to see happen to season 3 of Girl Meets World? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think because this is a really great show. It has a lot of great potential, and I really do want to see this show flourish and shine. But so far, it has not. They've been playing it safe, and it's time for them to stop and actually go the dramatic route and maybe take a few risks because, in my opinion, it'll be a really great payoff. But like I said, I want to hear your thoughts. What are your top 3 things that you want to see out of season 3 of Girl Meets World? Leave it in the comment section below, and I will definitely read what your ideas are because I'm very curious. This is Nancy Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, guys. I will see you in February.